Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely men have blamed you for the Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt the lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this the way you hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been left on your doorstep. They just lie there, and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? You're just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art. Hello there once again. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Andrew Fisher. Welcome to my project for my debut album called From My Soul to Yours. That was Mona Lisa that was sang, well, at least the person I knew who sang it well was Nat King Cole. And that's actually one of the songs that is slated to be recorded upon this CD. I promise you there will be a better pianist and a full band, and I'll just be singing on this one. So I decided to, learn some of the music because I'm an amateur pianist, so I learned some of the music, but it's a fantastic song. This video is more of a, just to let you kind of go into my mind a little bit. Originally I said I was going to release the songs weekly or something like that, but then I was like, you know what, let me just show what people, what you guys are going to expect, on the CD. And so I just put the whole list out there. It's on the main page now. And Mona Lisa is on one of them. And the one thing I always try to do is, for this project especially, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew what my mindset was and why the songs that are on that list or what will be on the CD or why they're on there. And they're basically every song on there is there for a reason. I guess, for example, I could talk about Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, the reason why this song is on here is because actually the painting itself is this is going to sound strange, but bear with me. The painting itself is part of my philosophy on beauty. I guess I'll try to explain to you. I think I came to this conclusion, when I was younger, and the one thing, I am a hopeless romantic to the nth degree. Anyone who knows me, I'm a hopeless romantic. That's how I am. So yes, I wear my stuff on my sleeve. That's how I work. Mona Lisa, the painting itself, I remember looking at this painting and wondering, how in the world is this? When you look at the surface of this painting, if we judge Mona Lisa by our current standards of beauty and what looks good, then if I had no idea what this painting was, I just saw a picture of this. I'm like, oh, she looks okay. She's kind of smiling, eh. But the one thing I remember about this painting is this is one of those paintings that everyone admires for its beauty, for its humanity, and how well it was painted. And how this goes into my philosophy of beauty is the one thing that I admire in someone else is the entire package of that human being. And when I mean entire package, I mean the entire package. I'm talking about their good qualities, their bad qualities, their flaws, their kinks in their armor, all these different things. Because as a human being, we are a whole piece. We're not just, we're made up of all this good stuff, and then we kind of have this extra bad stuff. And the one thing about are flaws that I think we don't really talk about is those are just a part of us as the good qualities that we have. Now, sadly, there are some flaws that are very pronounced and can lead to people not having happy lives. But at the same time, when you have a well-balanced person, someone who knows himself and believes in himself, they realize that the flaws that I have, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. The flaws that I have contribute to my character, contribute to who I am today. For example, I have a very sensitive, big heart that more times than anything else leads to me being hurt because I always, for how I am with people. For some people that's a good quality to have, but that's a flaw in a way, to be easily, I don't want to use the word gullible, but close to a word similar to gullible that's not me being gullible, but I'm so easily, involved and emotionally involved in people that I'm easily subject to being hurt. Also, I have a one-track mind. There's some people who can do multiple, like for example, this project, I'm solely doing this project. I'm not going to say I can't, but I'm not going to do multiple things at the same time. And that, to me, is kind of a flaw. But that also speaks to my character and how, when I am passionate and focused, I put everything that I am into it. And, seeing Mona Lisa, seeing the painting, it was a true depiction of a human being, with the flaws of her face, with everything in that, combined with the beauty of who she was, beyond just what you saw on the surface. And for me, that's what is beautiful, beyond just how they look on the outside, or are they funny or cute, but also who they are on the inside, what their chinks in their armor, because that makes people unique. And to me, that's the most important thing, is how unique of a person are you? And because you can meet so many different people who are cookie cutters of whatever demographic or stereotype, whatever you can think of. But how are you different? How are you a combination of everything that's around you, of the good and the bad, and put those things together? For me, that's what I think beauty is, beyond just what a physical person looks like. So when I see a human being, I try to look at, I'm a human, I make mistakes, and I do judge, I can admit that, but I try for the most part to look beyond what I see in front of me, because the flaws that people have, partnered with the good things that we have, as a whole, that makes a human being beautiful to me. And because of my mindset and how it's based off Mona Lisa, this is the main reason why the song is here. It's because of that. And, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. And to me, that just speaks volumes to me. And that's something I would like to try in my own way to pass to you. Other music has deep meaning for me too, like Time Makes Two by Robert Cray. That was a song, I think I talked to you a little bit about, Take 5, listening to that at work. That Time Makes Two by Robert Cray was a song that got me through the day. I would listen to that song on the bus driving, or on the bus or on the way to work, and there's sometimes I had to walk to work. I'd have that on my MP3 player, and it's Time makes two. It takes two to heal a broken heart. And that's the main message of that song. And without going too deep into my life, without being too crazy or anything, but that's something that was a longing for me for a very long time. Going from my history, there was a lot of sadness involved in my history, and being able to get to where I am today and still doing what I love to do and still being able to portray that to everyone else, that song spoke so much to me, because it was an understanding that I don't have to do this ride by myself. I can do this with someone else. I don't have to be, doing what I'm doing alone and, hoping that somehow good things will happen. But if I'm with someone else, whether it be friend, loved one, or lover, with time, with another person to essentially lean on, it heals. It really does. And that's another song that speaks to me. Another one, I don't think I'll be able to play it, because that's probably beyond Andrew's level of piano. When Love Was King by Gregory Porter, fantastic piece that when I heard it, I almost cried. I'm not much of a crier, but when I heard that song, I almost broke down. And When Love Was King, the song if you guys haven't heard that song, please go listen to it. Listen to Gregory Porter. You know, when he sings that song, the only reason why I want to do that song is because I love it so much. I think he will always be the one who does that song justice. And I mean, it's his song, so obviously that would be why. But that song spoke to me so deeply about how for myself at least, I can speak for myself, love was always a word that it became a word that you just put out there. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this. A word that you just use. Like all the other words that we have that we just use and not really think about. And this song reminded me about how that word means so much beyond just, I love you, baby, or I love that dress, or whatever. I mean, I don't say that. I mean, what? Yeah. That word has such a powerful meaning behind it, and it has the power to motivate and move nations and people and everything. And it was amazing to sing that song, or to listen to that song and be like, wow, that's completely what love is about. It's beyond just a word. It's something that's behind the word, which is why it's so important. And that's another reason why that song's in there. And the rest of the list, I'll probably divulge into the other ones later. But this music speaks to me in so many different ways, and my hope is that no matter, and this is the thing, my intent is not for you to exactly hear what I sing and then like, oh, I get it. If what I sing to you all is something that you can take away with you, whether it's something that I intended or not, that for me is most important. There's a phrase you've probably seen in some of my posts or writings. It's called arouse the affections, or I've used the affect the emotions. It's a mindset that I have as a singer, that technique and skill are very important attributes for singing, for performing. Those are very important things. At the same time, what is way more important, at least for myself, is the communication emotionally between me and you. If I don't communicate to you in a way that makes you feel something, whether it be happiness, sadness, anger, excitement, or anything, then I really didn't do my job. Singing over many years, I have gained a lot of compliments. You know, that sounded great, you sounded perfect, all these wonderful things, but the one compliment that I always strive to have people tell me is, Andrew, I felt you, I felt it. That to me is I can't even describe it to you because it's so personal, but for me, then that means I did what I was supposed to do. If I made you cry, if I made you laugh, if I made you do something, if I moved you in any way, then that to me is, I've been awesome. Because you can have the best technique, you can have the best skill, you can know all the music theory in the world, you can be the funniest performer on stage, but if you can't connect with your audience, if you can't connect with the people who hear you, then for me that's just kind of like there's no point for me to do that. For other people they can do that, it's fine, but for me, the connection I have between myself and you is the most important thing to me. And that's another reason why that's the reason behind this whole entire project. I did not want to do something where I wouldn't have that. And that was one of the things that was difficult, because for a lot of you who know me, I sing opera, I sing classical music, I sing musicals, I sing other genres, and I was thinking the hardest part for me, because I've been having this on my mind for probably a couple of years now, and the one thing that I came in trouble with was, what in the world am I going to put on it? What songs, what music, what genre, what anything? And for a while I was thinking I was going to do a classical, I was going to do an opera-esque classical type thing, and I was thinking like, okay, and I love that music, don't get me wrong, I absolutely do. But when I got to this point, before starting this, I was thinking, the name of the album came first. From My Soul to Yours was the first thing of the list of what this was going to be about, was the first thing that came out. From My Soul to Yours. And immediately that followed, I went and looked in myself and I said, okay, what music do you sing where you feel that you have the least amount of resistance, or you have the most channeling of your emotions in song? And then I came to jazz. And then I came to not only just jazz, but music that I listened to that touched me. And I really hope that I can convey that as well as I can for all of you. And I'm trying to think of anything else to add to that. You know, being able to sing this music is a dream come true for me. Because singing Mona Lisa, singing Take 5, singing When Love Was King, you know, singing other pieces, you know, even Night and Tanzi. I can never pronounce that name correctly, and I'm going to do it bad. But performing other music that has touched me in just in so many ways, with happiness, sadness, or make me feel something. Being able to share that with you is, I can't wait to do that, and I hope I get that opportunity to. I really do, because it's something I love to do. And even if by some chance this Kickstarter doesn't make it, I can promise you I won't give up trying to do that. I will always continue on doing that. No matter what I do, I will always continue to do that. So whether it be this happening this time with this Kickstarter project, or maybe if it's not this time, then maybe the next time I try again, or when I do something else again, it'll be then. And I will always have that on my mind. So, but thank you for listening to me and getting a little bit to know me better. I'm trying to think if there are any announcements. I'm trying, I guess here announcement-wise, I have been trying my best to plan just a concert of some type, more like a concert/party within, sorry about that, within the next couple of weeks, just to get people around and listen to some good music. And I'm going to try to get as many people in the band as I can, and some other musicians with me. And Jen Mamina, of course, who might be joining me, which would be great. I'm trying to get that together, so probably the next week or two. I'm just trying to, actually the real thing is I'm trying to find a space to do it. That's really the biggest part right now, is trying to find a space. The biggest plan is I want it to be for free. I don't want you guys to have to pay to come in and listen. I want you just to be able to come, have some fun, listen to some music, you know, meet other people. So that's kind of my goal. And also I want to plan a slightly bigger concert before the end of this, the end of this Kickstarter in October. It'll be probably October 26th, the day before it ends. To have a slightly more concert, not party, but more concert type deal again. And that, once again, I'm trying to make that be free as well, because I don't want people to pay for, you know, that, because I just want people to come and have fun. So I'm working on those things, trying to get those things out, and of course, as always, I'm trying to get the word out. So if any of you guys, you know, if what you see me doing is something that you enjoy and want to share, please feel free. Share as many people as you want. Share it in the office, share it at school, share it anywhere. You know, I kind of wanted this to be a place where people can come and see, like, oh, this is what he's doing, this is the music and stuff like that. And, you know, being able to play the music so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to sound like. What I'm playing is just kind of me learning. So I can play piano and sing okay. I do a lot better singing-wise if I'm not doing anything else, because my brain is a very one-track mind. So this isn't by any means a final product of what you're going to have. And even the style of the piano probably will be different, because I learned chords and I'm simple like that. But if, you know, just share with anybody you want to. Absolutely, I would love to include as many people, you know, as you want to. We're still progressing in the Kickstarter, I see, thanks to my mother and other people who've pledged so far. I can't do this without you. And, I don't know, otherwise, I can't, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should say. Otherwise, everything is ready to go. The last piece of this puzzle is Kickstarter. So as soon as this is done and over with, we'll be hitting the ground and recording and getting the CD to you guys by December. So I'm excited. I'm still excited. It's been stressful. It's been, there's been stress and stuff like that, but with any good project there is stress, and I will take anything gladly. This is a labor of love, and I'm proud and happy to be able to do this. So I guess thank you all for the push and the drive for me to keep going, and I am keeping strong and keeping faith, and thank you all for your thoughts and prayers and everything that you guys give me. So, yeah, I guess I'll finish out with the song as I always do. I didn't count in French this time. I don't know why I started doing that, it just happened. But, yeah. Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the distant smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely men have blamed you for the Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt the lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this the way you hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been left on your doorstep. They just lie there, and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? You're just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.